Are you kidding me? Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. If you love the Giants but you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. What? We basically the Commanders and the Giants. I don't think either team wanted to win. I really don't. Yeah, two bad football teams play each other. Both of them looked horrible, respectively. Horrible. You had the Commanders, false start after false start. They were in the red zone. They had so many opportunities to score. False start after false start after false start. You had the Giants, who let up 215 yards on the ground. You had Jaden Daniels convert half of his third down attempts. A rookie QB, for crying out loud. The defense looked horrible. It looked bad. But if the Giants had a kicker and they knew before the game that Graham Gano was hurt, if they had a freaking kicker, you win that game. You at least have a better chance at winning. The missed extra point by Gillian. You went for a 2-point conversion twice and you failed. You could have you could have kicked the field goal on that last fourth down that Daniel Jones and Neighbors almost connected on, but they failed to. You could have kicked the field goal instead, which you would have if you had a kicker. Not having a kicker hurt you. It cost the Giants the game. And they could have had a kicker. They could have had a kicker. They could have had a healthy one activated by the game without making any roster moves. Dan Duggan, he covered it over there on X. He works for The Athletic. He does great work. Go check him out. But the Giants could have had another kicker, and they did not. And they knew going into the game that something was up with Gano. They knew that. Pathetic. That is what gets you fired. That's what gets you fired. Absolutely pathetic. But again, the defense was horrible too. It was horrible. It did, in my opinion, come down to the Giants not having a kicker, because if you did, most likely you win that game. But the defense was absolutely terrible. Mark Schlereth was saying, oh, they're doing some move on the defensive line there to cause a false start. 5 of them? To cause 5 false starts? It's because of the Giants? Really? I don't think so. I just think the lack of discipline from the Commanders is why they committed 5 false starts in the red zone. That's horrible. Horrible. But the defense was dreadful. Now, I think it's a lack of personnel. I really do. Rakeem Nunez-Roches, love the name. So far has played in 68% of the defensive snaps. Last season, he played in 41%. There's a reason why he played in 41% last year. Big Leonard Williams, you traded him away last year, and you did not replace him. A'Shawn Robinson, you let him walk. He landed himself a big deal, 3 years for $22 million. You did not replace him. Instead, you gave more playing time to a guy who only played in 41% of his defensive snaps last year. Only 41% of the team's defensive snaps last year. That's who you're relying on. And you're relying on day 3 undrafted players on that line to stop the run. I think it's a personnel thing. I really, truly do. Duggan, again, made a great point about this. It's probably a personnel thing more than a scheme thing. Wink did not have the personnel. He constantly would put out top 10 run defense in the league. Last year, we were not that. So, and I think the same goes for Bowen. We're lacking personnel. That's what it is. They addressed the offense that needed addressing. They addressed that offensive line who looked good. Yes, the Redskins. Oh, wow, the Commanders. Not a very good defense, I get that. But the Giants were still able to throw the ball downfield, to convert plays. Daniel Jones looks so much friggin' better. He looks so much better, and I'm proud of him. But not having a kicker cost the New York Giants a Week 2 game against the frickin' Commanders, a game that you should have won. You should have won. Awful. And also, too, play Haya over Slayton, please.